morning, everyone. Today is October 6th, and it is a Monday. Let me type this in the video log description real quick. I don't have like a ton of goals for the morning. I hadn't had a video log set to upload for today, so I needed to record it, edit it, and upload it. And then, which I have done already. It's already uploaded. And then I edited another video log, finished up the description for it, and then it's rendering right now. And then literally my only other two goals were morning video log and shower. So I don't have much else to do today. I'm hoping to work on these recovery video logs some more. I was looking at last week, and I made the executive decision last night because I was just super exhausted to not make a video log last night. And I did not realize that I'm only 3 out of 7 last week, and then 3 out of 7 the week before, and then 3 out of 7 the week before, and then it's the week I'm catching up on. So I'm like, I've literally been batting 3 out of 7 this last 3 weeks, which is crazy to me. So I'm like, okay, need to get back on track for video logs this week. Let me write that down. Track with video logs. And so for some of the days, it's going to be really hard to recover them because I don't write much, because I'm just like not feeling it, you know? And for some of the days, it's going to be really easy to do it because I literally wrote down everything I did. Literally everything. So, I definitely have my work cut out ahead of me. So, government is still shut down. Republicans are still voting to extend the 2024 budget, I think it was. Or no, 2023 budget. And let the ACA things expire. And I've been seeing a ton of stuff online about it. People are not very happy with it. I think the issue is we can't really just wait for the primaries to come around, because we're going to get healthcare premiums skyrocketing before that. And I just feel as though people don't really understand. People in power don't really understand. If you raise healthcare premiums, people just aren't going to pay their medical debt. And then medical debt delinquencies are going to skyrocket, dude. And the government's going to have to take them anyways. I don't know what the point is. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So, very brief thought about that. But, yeah, I've already showered for the day. I woke up, played some Revolution Idol, went and showered, and then now I'm working on video logs. So, that's all I got going on. And, yeah, I'll see you guys all tonight. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. This will be a recovery video log for Monday, October 6th, 2025. It was yesterday, so I'm still pretty fresh on it, which I'm happy about. All the goals for the day were to record recovery video logs, edit video logs. I need to have an upload by noon because it was my video log deadline. And then, the day before was the video log deadline, so I needed to upload it, which I did do. And then make a morning video log, shower, get back on track with video logs. That's kind of like a goal for the week, essentially. It's just I looked back and was like, I've only done, for every single one of these last 3 weeks, only done 3 of 7 video logs. So 3 done, 4 not, consistently, which is not a great ratio, right? So that's kind of like a weekly goal. I haven't checked it off or X'd out yet. And then clean the shower, which was added on later because Ava reminded me that I was supposed to do it, and I was like, I'll knock it out in 5 minutes. So after making the morning video log, I edited and uploaded September 9th and September 10th. So those are both uploaded now with, I want to say, full descriptions. I can check. But yeah, I mean, the hardest part about recording the recovery video logs is trying to figure out what my handwriting says and thinking of a daily thought, right? Those are the two real challenges that I come up with. And I do have interesting thoughts, but I also just have that pressure of I want to say something interesting, you know? I say it as though today is going to be more interesting than usual. But so I recorded those and then took a little bit of a break, played some Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Ava was going downstairs to wash her hair. So I was so she asked me to hang out with her. I was like, cool, I'll just sit on my phone. Was watching something about Pete Hegseth or Donald Trump or something going on in the administration. I've gotten to a point with YouTube where it's literally every time I open it, I just have this thought of how are my rights being violated today? Like how are people being oppressed today? It's so cool to see, guys. I love it. No, yeah, Kamala Harris would have ruined the country in comparison. We'd be so cooked. A World War III would have already happened if Kamala were president. Yeah. You're a buffoon if you think that. But after that was done, it reminded me, so I went up and cleaned the shower. And then I was really craving Papa John's, so I went and got some Papa John's pizza. And then came home and ate before work. And I just played some Counter-Strike before heading off. And then when we got to work, it was like super, super slow. Like, I don't think I had or I had 2 tables, but one was a table of 1, so it's like me. And then everyone got there, and we kind of like messed up the rotation a little bit because one of the regulars, like the back tables, Ava does not like them. He is like the most. I'm pretty sure I've talked about him on video logs before. He is like the most sleazy weirdo that you'll ever meet. Like it is incredible, and him and his wife are just goobers. I do remember talking about him because he came in and they were really struggling for money. Like they were really tight on money. They're making it stretch. And during that meal, he told me that he would buy a $40,000 Elon Musk robot just to support the guy. The guy in question is the richest man in fucking the world. And you're gonna sit here and tell me you'd buy a robot just to support the guy when you're asking me the price of your meals so you can calculate how much you have. That is insane. That is lunacy. That is actually totally disconnected from reality type of thinking. And it wasn't even like a joke. Like he said it kind of offhandedly, so I don't think there was like weight behind it. But I'm sitting here just going, brother, what? Brother, what? So that guy comes in. Ava doesn't really like him. Totally respect it. So I take the table. And they did tip me decently. But apparently they're getting ready to go on like a hunting trip and all this. And he dined with his son and daughter-in-law, who are equally characters. His son is like super... How do you say responsibly immature? That's the vibe he gives. Like, yeah, his laundry's done, but you wouldn't trust him with more chores. Like that's like the vibe he gives off. And his wife is also strange. She is also a character. I honestly don't even know how to describe the vibe that I get from her. It's like RBF, but resting looks meh. When it moves, it's not resting. It's like ABF, active. Yeah. And I mean they're nice enough to me. Like I don't communicate directly with them. But yeah. And then the son ordered like drinks for him and his wife and for his daughter and an appetizer and 2 meals, and then was like, "Is that my total? I don't know if I got that." What? Dog, what do you mean you don't got that? What are you talking about? His mom ended up paying for it all, which is cool of her. But I just had the moment of like, you what? Why did you order everything then? What are you talking about? But yeah, and then I had this, so they were there and then they left and I had another table of 6 after that and they got like a oh gosh, I could almost remember their order. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. What did they get? It was something like chicken strips, cues, whatever. Um, yeah, served them, and then after they'd left, it was already late enough that like tables weren't really coming in. But then I got a table of. I got something at the end. I had a table of 1 at the very end of the shift, and he was super cool. He ate so fast and got out. But I was like sweeping and mopping, or just sweeping at that point. But yeah, swept and mopped and closed, and then Korey wanted McDonald's, so we're gonna run to McDonald's. Ava wanted McDonald's as well, so she got her stuff. And then I didn't really want anything. I ate at work, and then got home, finished my leftovers from work, and then literally just sat on YouTube and did nothing for like the entire day. Like I was literally just like meh. And then Let me see. It was. Sorry, I'm looking at another recovery video log I need to make. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to share a daily thought about. There's this concept that I kind of talked about on Sunday with Dylan and Korey, and Ava briefly actually, but so there's this concept called like the illusion of choice, and so there's two schools of thought of like, if God is this like omnipotent, omniscient, all powerful, we don't have words to describe like the power he has, the control, the influence of the universe. He knows everything that has happened, is happening, and will happen indefinitely. Does that make everything predetermined? Like, is there still free will? Like, can you still choose which way to go, right? Because if he knows what's going to happen, there's not. And if he doesn't, and if you do have free will, he doesn't know what's going to happen. Like, there's two schools of thought there, right? And my issue with it is, as I think about it, the only justifications that I can find for either side really feel like logical fallacies. Because if I can look back and go, yeah, I did that because I chose to, how do I prove that I chose to? And in the moment, if it was already predetermined, like now it has already been determined. We are post determination. It is determined already. There is no predetermination, right? And so my only thought of like free will does not exist. Like everything is predetermined. The biggest piece of evidence is deja vu. Like when you go to sleep at night and you have a dream of a future event, that event goes and unfolds. That is a literal, like, chemical, physical, living memory proof this exact moment has happened before. How could it happen before if it's happening now? How could it happen? Like, and it's like, how does that work? Right? And if it's happened before, we can reason that it'll happen again. So it's already predetermined that it's happening now, and you know that it's happening now. You've been here before. Well, like, right, like it's in a very slight, my hands are all red. A very small dream, right? And so it's like, you've been here before. That's deja vu. I've been in this exact situation before. That person said that exact thing to me, wearing those exact clothes. I was feeling this exact same way. This exact moment has already happened. Or you just got a glimpse at what was already predetermined to happen, which I think is super, super, super interesting. And I get a lot of recommendations for, I want to say his name is Alex Connor on YouTube. And he's like a philosopher type guy. My wife is so funny. He's like a philosopher type guy, and he debates a lot of people on like religion and like philosophy, the meaning of life, different logical fallacies, and all these things. And one of the things that I really want to like look up more is I'm pretty sure I've been recommended it like twice. Like he has a video about free will, like the illusion of choice, right? And it's like when you go to a fork in the road, do you actually get to choose which way to go? Or has it already been predetermined? So for me personally, like I have a really strong intuition. I shared on another video log, but I'll use it as an example. I'm driving down the street to go to my mom's school to pick up the car or drop off the car or something, right? And as I'm driving there, I was going to the school to pick up the key, something like that. As I'm driving, there's this road we live on, one road, two road, three road, four road, five road, the school road, right? On like the third crossroad, I was just like, I should turn left here. It's a straight shot. There's no reason for me to turn left. So, you know what? I take the left, like it's just a feeling. I take the left, I take the super, super weird way to get to the school, go in, grab the key, start leaving, and I take the straight shot back, right? The fourth road had a car accident. And these are all like 20-mile-per-hour roads, right? Like it's not serious. Like it is literally like a minor fender bender, broken headlight. It sucks. Bro, I would have been like the cops had like just arrived. I'm sitting there going, I would have been in that exact spot if I had gone straight. It's very interesting. So if it's my experience in it personally, and that is like, if it wasn't predetermined, how could I have felt that something was going to happen there and changed the pathing of what I've done a million times to avoid something if I didn't know that it could have occurred? So is there free will, right? And it's like, it's so hard to prove or deny because when you look back, it's already happened. So now that the end has already occurred, now that the destination has been arrived to, you can justify how we got there. I can go, yeah, it was already predetermined. But looking forward, I don't have any conscious thought about what is going to be determined currently. And so it's really interesting that it's this like logical fallacy. I'm pretty sure it's a logical fallacy. There's a lot of logical fallacies. But it's like we have the answer, now we're just justifying it to fit our, now we're matching it with our own narrative, right? And it's like at the same time I could use that and just be like, yeah, I just chose to go a different way. The choice to go the other way existed. My intuition just told me to make another choice and I did. There was no predetermination, there was no, otherworldly figures in play. There was no anything like that. Just me and my intuition and chemicals releasing in my brain going left, and we go left instead of straight. I would always go straight. But this one time I go left, there's a car accident the next block. It's really, really interesting how that kind of thing can occur and people can see the result and justify both arguments. And so, as someone who tries to be as critically thinking as possible, it's clear that it's one of those like impossible questions because it's like this higher level of consciousness, higher level of dimensionality where it's like you would have to be outside the picture looking in to know if the picture is complete or not, and if we're just running through the motions of the picture, or if we're weaving it right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just wanted to share some quick thoughts on that. I thought it was mildly interesting. So, I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.